All right, then. Thanks for having. All right. Okay. Hi, people. This is a Monday evening, and I'm on the show Grammatist, and my name is Rudra. And it's 5:30 on a Monday, and then we all learn English at this point of time on BC Live, where we care, we share, and we are on air. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are. Either you are on uh, the locations in Karnataka, Kapu, or you're in Tamil Nadu, either of the locations. Nice to have you all. Okay, great. What are we going to talk about today? We all face challenges in talking, either when we want to start introducing ourselves or, when we are in a meeting or we want to, probably just introduce or give opinions and participate in a meeting, right? So these are the areas where we really feel challenging and we get stuck. Okay. So I'm going to talk about certain sentences, phrases that's going to help us, give some good introducing statements for ourselves. That's what I'm going to start with. The first, I'm going to talk in four sections: introducing yourself, introducing others, starting, opening, and managing a meeting, and then giving opinions and participating in the meeting. These are the phrases that I'm going to give you. Okay, so let's quickly look at introducing yourself. A few sentences for introducing yourself. Uh, Hi, my name is John, and I'm a project manager here. That's the first statement. So it's a very direct statement. Hi, my name is John. My name is Alex. You say your name and you say your job title. I am a project manager here. That's the first thing. The next one for introducing yourself. Good morning. I'm Sarah from the marketing department. See the difference here. You give the title there. Here you're talking about the department. So this is another one to say. Good morning. I'm Sarah from the marketing department. Okay. Now, someone has already told a hi, you need to give a sentence, right? So you say, pleased to meet you. I'm David. So pleased to meet you. I'm David. We have looked at three different ways of introducing yourself, three different phrases. Now let's look at the fourth one. Same thing, but a different variant. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Maria. Okay. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Maria. That's one way. Now let's look at a fifth way of doing it. Hello, I'm John, the new account executive. So now this sentence or phrase is when you probably have joined a company and there's an introductory team meeting. Okay. Now you don't want to give a name, so you just say, hi, I'm part of the finance team working on the Q3 budget. Now you're talking about yourself, what on you working on. You can say the project that you're working on, the department that you're working on. These are the two things, right? So, hi, I'm part of the finance team working on the Q3 budget. Okay. Now you can give a different variation to this, right? So, I've been with the company for 5 years. I repeat, I've been with the company for 5 years, specializing in data analysis. Okay. I've been with the company for 5 years, specializing in data analysis. Okay. That's one thing. Now, another one, I'm in charge of the new software development project. I'm in charge of the new software development project. That's the next sentence. Nice to finally put a face to the name. I'm Emily. So this probably you've been talking to someone, but then you have not met in person. Okay. You just say, nice to finally put a face to the name. I'm Emily. That's what you say. Okay. I believe we are connected on Slack. I'm Michael. Okay. So you probably, the last two sentences is where you already are talking to someone through email or Slack or something. And you say, and you meet them for the first time face to face. You say this. Hi, I believe we're connected on Slack, email. I'm Michael. Okay, that's what it is. Now, this is about introducing yourself. I'm going to stop here and let you think. The next time that you have to introduce yourself in a meeting, in a direct face-to-face conversation, what are the best ways that you will go ahead and do this, right? So I've given you many ways to do this. Think about it. I've given you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 different ways of introducing yourself. Professional introduction. It's very, very important. One thing is who you are, the first thing. What are you doing? Which team are you associated with? And your designation. These are the 4 things that usually you given a variation, right? So I must say, if I want to introduce myself, hi, I'm Rudra. I'm the head of learning and development, and I take care of all the learning initiatives in DTouch. That's what I would say as my introduction here. Now, frame your introduction. The next time you have a meeting, you have this handy for different setups. 10 different introductions is what I've given you. Likewise, you're in a meeting, you want to introduce your team members and things like that. So what do? Introducing others. Okay. Let's say introducing others. You have a colleague of yours. Okay. I would like to introduce you to my colleague, Jane. Any name to that. I would like to introduce you to my colleague, Jane. Okay. Or you directly say, this is Mark, our lead software engineer. Right. This is Ram, our lead software engineer. Okay. And you say, the third way of saying that. Have you met our new intern, Ram? Have you met our new intern, Ram? Okay. Ram is the name of the person. That's what you say. Okay, right. The fourth way of doing it, let me introduce you to my manager, Kumar. Let me introduce you to my manager, Kumar. Okay, that's what you would say. Okay. Now, you're in a client meeting, you want to introduce you to someone, your client to someone. So you would say, I would like to introduce you to a client of ours, Mr. Riaz. Okay, I would like to introduce you to a client of ours, Mr. Riaz. That's what you do. Okay, or you say, John, this is Geeta. She's the one I was talking to you about. Okay, John, this is Geeta. She's the one I was talking to you about. Right, that's what you say. Now, you are in a team meeting, you've got a new person, then you take your team to a external meeting or a client meeting. You simply say, I would like to introduce the whole team. I would like to introduce the whole team. Okay. That's one way of saying. Now, you want to say there's another person you want to introduce to the team. Okay. You want to introduce one person to the team. So you say, hi everyone, this is Raj, who will be joining us from the next month. Okay. Hi everyone, this is Raj, who will be joining us from the next month. Okay. Another way of introducing another person, the ninth way. Allow me to introduce you to our senior partner, Jessica. Allow me to introduce you to our senior partner, Jessica. Okay. The last way of doing it, I'm happy to introduce you to our new vice president. I'm happy to introduce you to our new vice president. That's the 10 different ways of introducing others to someone else, or you're introducing someone else to another team, your team to another person. So 10 different ways of introducing others, right? So that's what we have learned here. So team, I'm going to quickly stop here and see if you have any questions, comments, put them on your in-call messages or put them on the message chat box on DC Live. Anybody has any questions, anything, I'm going to pause here for a moment. We're 10 minutes into the show. We have covered 10 segments and 2 segments with 10 examples of each. I'm going to stop here before I get into the next segment. Quickly, anybody has any questions?
No, sir.
All right, so no worries. I'm going to move to the next section. So you're in a meeting. I'm going to give you a few meeting vocabulary and phrases. I'm going to give you some meeting vocabulary and phrases. Let's do it this way, right? So let's break this down into 2 sections. Opening and managing the meeting, okay? Now you invited someone and then everybody have joined. What do? You just say, let's start the meeting. Let's start the meeting. I repeat, let's start the meeting. Okay. Or you say, thank you all for coming today. Thank you all for coming today. Okay. That's the next statement. Thank you all for coming today. Now, the third statement is the purpose of this meeting is to discuss the new project timeline. Okay. The third statement is purpose of this meeting is to discuss the new project timeline. So you start that way. Right? Now, someone is drifting away from what was talking, too many discussions, too many points. So just say, we have a lot to cover, so let's stick to the agenda. We have a lot to cover, so let's stick to the agenda. That's the one. Next thing. All right. Now, the 4 phrases are done. I'm going to give you the 5th one. I would like to propose a new strategy for our marketing campaign. Right. So I would like to propose a new strategy for our marketing campaign. That's the 5th one. 6th one, moving on to the next item on the agenda. Okay. Moving on to the next item on the agenda. This is for how you navigate through a meeting. Okay. Now, someone says something. Okay. Someone says something like, what, we got to work with synergy. We got to work with focus. Just say, you don't know what are they talking about. Could you please clarify what you just spoke about synergy? Could you please clarify on the focus points that you were talking about? That's what it is. Now, someone is deviating. So what do? You just say, let's get back on track. People, let's get back on track. Now, there have been a lot of discussions. There have been a lot of things that's been happening. And you say, we need to define the action items for each of us. You say, we need to define the action items for each of us. Yeah. Now, you want to close the meeting. Let's wrap up this discussion. Let's call it a day. Let's wrap up this discussion. This is what is about the closure of the meeting. So I've given you sentences about opening, managing, and closing the meeting, about 10 of them, 10 different scenarios of doing that. The last section in today's show that we're going to talk about on Grammatist is giving opinions and participating in a meeting. Giving opinions and participating in a meeting. Okay. Now let's quickly give about you're midway in the meeting and you want to give your opinion. So you say, in my opinion, we should focus on the new feature. In my opinion, we should focus on the new feature. Okay, that's what you say. I believe that's the best approach. You say, I believe that's the best approach. Okay. Now you want to give a different opinion to what someone has already told you. I see your point, but I have a different perspective. Okay. That's being very respectful about disagreeing. I see your point, but I have a different perspective. Okay. I'm afraid I don't agree with that suggestion. This is kind of a way of telling, you know what, I just, probably saying to people that I differ in the opinion. Okay. Someone is already told, and then you want to go ahead and say that, you just want to say, you want to extend a point or something. Just go ahead and say, can I add something here? Right. So that's another way of saying, can I add something here? Okay. That's one way of saying. Okay. Now, you want to ensure that everybody are on the same page and all of that. What do we say there? Right. So you say there, just to be clear, are we all in agreement? Okay. Just to be clear, are we all in agreement? It's very important that you get everybody on the same page. So you also say, another way of saying this, just to emphasize, we are all aligned on this, right? That's a way of getting an acknowledgement. Now you want to ask someone else's opinion. How do you say that? What are your thoughts on this? Okay, you say, what are your thoughts on this? Okay, that's what you say. Now you say, what are your thoughts on this? Okay. Now you want to say something. I would like to share my thoughts on that. You want to say something? You say, I would like to share my thoughts on that. Okay. Now everyone is done, and then or you've given your presentation, you have given your opinion. You want to see if someone else wants to add. Now someone, can we have an opinion on this from the team or from the group or from the members? Can we have your opinion, people? Yeah. So that's what you say. Now someone has spoken about it. and you want to have an opinion about others, you just say, can we hear from someone else? You ask, can we hear from someone else? That's another way of it. Okay. Now you have not been decisive on a point that someone else has told. So what do you say? You just say, I'm still on the fence about it, or I'm still on the fence about that idea. Meaning you're on the fence. Madil mil punai, right? So that's what in Tamil it means, right? So still on the fence mean Madil mil punai is the cat can jump on either side. So that's what it means. I'm still on the fence about that idea. Okay, that's what you say. So these are your the way you can go ahead and give opinions and participate on it. So now I've kind of given 40 sentences and phrases. The first section dealt with introducing yourself. The second one was about introducing others in a meeting or a professional setup. The third one was opening and managing the meeting. Okay. The fourth one is giving opinions and participating. So that's all I had for this show, people. I wanted to just ensure that I give these 4 sections because most of us may get stuck somewhere when we are navigating through a meeting or something like that. Just wanted to keep this short because there's so much of information available so that you can think and then you can go ahead and do that. These are not the only ways of doing. These are the ways of doing it is what I've given you. You can choose and pick the best one for the situation and the best one that fits you. Practice a few is what I would say. Practice a few even before you go to a meeting. Have a script for your meeting, right? So when you don't have to write a script, but then whenever you have an introduction, what are the few things that you need to be talking about? As I said, there are 4 things in an introduction, which is your name, your designation, your department, and what are you doing relevant to that meeting? What is your role relevant to that meeting or that conversation that you're doing? These are the 4 things. The same thing applies about the other person, right? So their name, their designation, their department, and what is the role they're going to play in that conversation or in that meeting. So that's what is important. These are the 4 things that you should be talking about. Now let's talk about in navigating the meeting, right? So in navigating the meeting, the same thing happens. Now, what is this meeting for? Number 1. Number 2 is what are we going to discuss here pertaining to the topic of that meeting? And thirdly, what do you want to do? Do you want the people to listen to you in that meeting, or do you want to brainstorm in that meeting? Do you want discussions in that meeting? What do you want to do? That's what you're going to talk about. And when you're giving your opinion, sometimes it so happens that we will probably be waiting for responding, but then you just got to understand what is that is spoken about, and that is what is the meeting that we're talking about here. All right. So that's all I had for today's show, people. In case if there is anything that you guys want to talk to me, I'll be more than happy to go ahead and talk to you, probably offline as well or on DC Live. If there's a Q&A session that you guys want to, have with me, I'll be more than happy about it to go ahead and, talk to you all about. So any questions, anything, just drop me a Slack, email, or probably get to Srilekha and she's going to be letting me know about it. Okay. That's all I had for this show, people. With this is Rudra signing off from Grammatist, which is broadcast every Monday on 5:30. Now, I just wanted to extend, a moment talking about all the DTouch Gold activities that is coming our way. Come October 1st, we're going to have a new platform for us. It's called My Guru. That's MYGOORU. That is a state-of-the-art new age tool with a lot of AI features, with a lot of self-learning competency models that's built within the system that's going to help us learn. DTouch Gold is all about operational efficiency, number 1, and number 2, it is about the objective is about delivery excellence. So that's what we want each member of DC crew to go ahead and achieve, in in their respective projects. Delivery excellence, which is reaching your SLAs, or in other words, the way we want to say is meet or exceed your SLAs. That's what we want to do with DTech Gold programs. Watch out for a lot of information that's available. It's going to be available in the near future. All you have to do is you just have to participate in this, learn about it, and you're going to achieve. You're going to excel in the areas that you're going to be working on. This is nothing outside your projects. It's within your projects, number one. Number two, this is a learning for you. Number three, it's a mandatory program for all of you to be doing. It is DTech Gold. Okay, that's what. And there's no special enrollments or registrations required. It's going to be open for your projects and your insurance. If you're doing insurance, yes, that's for you. If you're doing e-commerce, that's for you. If you're doing banking, finance, these are the projects that's for you people. And I'm sorry, these are the learnings that is available to all of you. Take the advantage of it. Achieve and excel in your daily job. All right. For anything, please do reach out to any of the trainers available. Monishri is available in Kullu. Vismaya is available in Kapu. Sandhya is available in TNP. And for Virupuram, in case you have anything, you can route it to me directly, people. Please go ahead and reach out to us, and then we'll be more than glad to engage in a conversation with you all. All right, with that note, I'm signing off. This is Rudra signing off from the Grammatist show. Until I see you on next Monday at 5:30 on the same show called The Grammatist. We are on DC Live, where we care, we share, and we are on air. Thank you, DC Live, for having me. Thank you.
Thank you, Rudra. Thank you so much. And in Chennai, Srilekha is available for details.
Yeah, that's right, people. I forgot about that name. That's one name which is always very open, to detach, and she was in fact with detach at some point of time. So she will definitely help us with some coordination for that. Thank you, Sri Lekha, for that, and that's all, people. That's all I had. Yeah, bye. Take care.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thanks, Rudra. Good day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.